Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hedgehog Zone Live. And why do I hear the music twice? I don't know.
I guess because the music really likes you, Mr. Axe.
Huh. I, this is weird. I'm hearing the same audio twice. Oh, well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and continue then, real quick. Um. Oh, man, this is going to be super trippy. Let me unplug my headphones while I say this then, real quick. Um. Okay. As you just said, hi, I'm Axidus. I'm the lead host for today, unless Luis or someone else shows up. With me, I have Paul and Grace. So go ahead and introduce yourselves. And
What's up, y'all? It's Paul. I know it's been another long stretch without me, but I've been following up on everything. Can't wait to talk to you guys about what's going on in the Sonic world, and hope everybody's doing well. Axe, hope you're doing well. Grace, hope all is well with you as well.
Hello, everyone.
oh,
Oh, is that too loud?
a little bit loud.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Grace.
Hey. All right. How's it?
Yeah, your audio is kind of going in and out there.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you go, Axe? But yeah. I wonder how many of our viewers are on TikTok because I've seen a couple of things on TikTok that I definitely want to talk about um, in the live today. What you got going on?
Oh,
You got family over there, Grace?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, your audio is still kind of choppy. It's like when you speak into the mic and go
Oh, how's that?
much better.
Perfect. Okay, I had the adjust mic volume unboxed again.
Okay.
There we go.
So Grace,
All right.
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. I don't know where Axe went, so it's just you and me for right now. But oh, there you
Yeah.
are.
Okay,
There he
so
is.
for me, it's playing all of the audio like 2 seconds after I just heard everything, and that's really weird. So the stream can continue without me being here at the moment. So I would say as long as the stream continues, just go ahead and talk about because you guys haven't been on here for a while. Let's go over all of your thoughts about Sonic Frontiers while you're waiting for me to try and like fix this problem. So basically, what we talked about before is we talked about first the gameplay footage, the first one that was shown. Have you seen all of it, Paul?
I just saw what I saw on IGN's TikTok. Um,
Okay.
and I shared it with you guys. I was just scrolling up on TikTok and it showed up on my For You page. Um, and from what I can tell, it looks the same. Like at least the controls and the mechanics, it looks the same as most Sonic games in recent years. Of course, I love the open world design. Of course, I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more, but from what I've seen, it's uh, I don't have really much to say about it. It just looks the same to me.
Well, I mean, it's a different style of gameplay though. Like, I mean,
Of course, but I'm talking about like the controls,
yeah,
like the
yeah, but I'm saying
not
in
the
general,
grinding
like the
mechanism.
game, it's a new game. Like, your thoughts on the game?
Oh, of course. I mean, I'm excited for the open world um, perspective. I think open world has been a trending topic since Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But as far as like the the open world space in the world and how it looks. The graphics are nice. The colors could use a little bit of a tweak, but beyond that, what I saw on TikTok, I got no problems with it. Of course, I mean, we all know we're gonna get it eventually, so and try it out for ourselves. And we need to do a live gameplay. You know what I'm saying? We need to get on a live and have one of us, whoever has it, play it, so the fans can get a real live bird's eye view of what's going on. That'd be really cool.
Okay, and then what about the combat?
That I did not see.
You haven't seen the combat yet?
Uh-uh.
Okay, and you've seen all of it, right, Grace? The gameplay, the combat, and the boss video and stuff.
I only saw, I think, like the first one they dropped, which was the gameplay, and I also saw the combat.
Okay, so what about Sonic Central?
Oh yeah, I saw some of that too. That was there.
And then, oh, by the way, Gio says,
What?
"Hello, Hedgehog fans."
Yeah,
And I agree with Paul. Let's make Speedy play it live. Why only Speedy, Gio?
yeah.
Because I think because he was the one. What?
I'm not against Speedy doing it. I'm just saying, like,
Well,
other people can
he was
play
the one
too.
playing colors,
Yeah, he was playing colors.
and we never finished it.
Okay, let me go ahead and show Paul the combat first before I get out of here and try to come back. Okay, Sonic Frontiers combat.
I bet he's going up against like this big old worldly looking animal, because it's an open world. So I would expect sort of a Sonic Unleashed kind of boss looking kind of thing. Because if you really, all right, here we go.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
IGN First continues on with yet another look at Sonic Frontiers gameplay, this time focusing on combat. Sonic is up against an all-new set of baddies, some of which are among the most massive bosses we've ever seen in a Sonic game. Fortunately, Sonic's got some new tricks up his sleeve. Make sure to stick with IGN all throughout June because we've got a full hands-on preview and interviews from the developers in store. For now, though, enjoy the combat of Sonic Frontiers.
The graphics, again, were phenomenal. Wow. Well, he certainly moves faster in those combat sequences. That's for sure. That's cool. Wow. So Luis is in the comments. He's saying, I'm still hyped. He thinks it'll be a top 5 Sonic game. We'll see. None of them can top Sonic 2, though. That boss, I think that a lot of things are going to be annoyed by that. Like, even just me watching the gameplay, the combat sequence, that particular boss, I think that one's going to be the most annoying. Oh, I love that job. That was nice. What are those things that he's collecting? Nice. Wow.
That was really cool.
That was pretty intense.
So that was your first time seeing it for both of you, correct?
No.
That's our second time.
Oops, sorry for the noise.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was my first time seeing it.
All right, well then, great. Yes, so that's the combat system for Sonic Frontiers. Before I continue, just real quick, do both of you know about the controversy around Sonic Frontiers right now?
Nope.
You know what? You're actually better off, because I want to say that when we first did our reaction to it as a group here on a stream, I think from what I remember, anyways, Luis and Luke were more like optimistic about it, and I was not necessarily pessimistic about it, but I just kind of thought that like it didn't look super crazy or anything, and I didn't really like the way the physics looked, and there's some critiques that I had, but it was kind of like more on this a line of like oh well, it's okay, the combat system. I think when I saw that, I thought it looked kind of cool. it didn't like wow me, but there were some parts that I thought looked pretty cool, and it was better than before. And then some recent stuff they showed actually got me a lot more interested and excited, and that's been generally like the reception from like the fan base, or at least a major part of the fan base, except for them they've kind of exaggerated it a little bit more, and people were freaking out and they were worried about the game, and they started picking at every little thing. And but on the flip side, you also had people who were super optimistic about the game. They were excited. And then there was this like whole thing that happened where not all of a sudden you had like people who were like cynical about it, were kind of kind of trash talking it in a way, already kind of writing it off, and uh, kind of like talking down to people who were actually still excited for the game, which then also created like backlash where the people who were optimistic for the game were also super dismissive of any critique of the game. And it was this whole controversy thing of basically like on both, in my opinion, both sides were kind of taking it too far. Or it was like you can't just write off every critique that someone has, because everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You can be excited for it, you can be worried for it, you can be you can freak out, you can be like super optimistic, and all the things are fine. But it was getting to the point where people were just like invalidating each other, and it was getting really big. Like people were getting kind of like aggressive about it, and fortunately, I only have critiques, but I don't. I haven't taken it that far, and I've talked about it a couple times on the live stream because of that controversy. Having missed that, you guys are pretty lucky because then you can just enjoy what you saw. And you'll be like, "Hey, it looks cool," and you're happy about it, and you don't have to worry about people bothering you about it. Um, so that makes me happy actually.
Yeah, I mean, of course, people are going to have their critiques about it. I mean, most of us here are pretty much been with Sonic since the beginning, so we're of the mindset that we've seen it all. I mean, outside of the fact that Sonic Frontiers is an open world game, I mean, this pretty much highlights the fact that we've seen it all. You know, we've seen what Sonic's about. We know what Sonic's going to bring to the table. Um, I'm more concerned with the new generation that hasn't seen the Sonic of old. You know, looking at this game is like, okay, this is open world because this new generation is more used to open world games now than what we were used to growing up. Um, so it's just more of a respect thing for me from the new generation playing Sonic games now as opposed to where we were growing up. You know, us exposed to the Sonic ones, twos, and threes of the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand, and to that, I would say, luckily, we have Sonic Origins coming out,
Hmm.
which apparently seems to be the plan. I think the plan is that they want to. I don't want to, for anybody who views this as a negative, anyways. I don't want to like say like that they're copying this to a T, but it's kind of like what they were doing with Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania, in the sense of that they want to start showing something familiar and something new alongside each other, so that they can have like a new experience that even people who are used to Sonic will find new. And at the same time, you have like something that's more in tune with the Sonic's roots, what he's actually like, where he came from, at the same time. And I don't know what that, if I think maybe that's what he meant, Takashi Hazuka, when he was saying something about Sonic Frontiers paving the way for the next decade of Sonic. It's not necessarily Frontiers itself, but like the um, the goal behind Frontiers and the way that they're releasing the games. Apparently,
And when you look at it from that perspective, Sonic Mania did a great job of starting it. You know what I'm saying? Because
mm-hmm.
it was a new game, but it had classic levels from Sonic's 1 and 2, and it had brand new levels that could appeal to a new generation's eye. So if you want to look at it like that, Sonic Mania was the beginning of that. And then Sonic Frontiers is kind of the next wave. That's
Right.
just Dave Ace on YouTube. I see you. How y'all doing out there? Please, everybody that's on YouTube, on Twitter, Facebook, share the video with your friends. Get everybody out there. You know me. I got my eye on the comments. Hope is real. I see you on YouTube. Hope you're doing. Hope you're having a great day, my friend.
Gio, I think he's trying to answer your question that you had during the combat video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said that those blue tokens are experience. I could see that. Because I noticed and that's actually the first time outside of animals that I've seen a robot or a boss get defeated and something will pop up out of there. So I wonder what those things are made of. They look like titanium steel, and then that big old boss. And something I noticed is that I like how Sonic he drew sort of like a circle with his feet, and then it created like a kind of like a landmine kind of effect. That was pretty cool. I'm more interested to see more about that.
What are you referring to?
During that attack sequence, there was a bot. There was a boss or like just like an enemy that protected itself with like a shield kind of thing.
Oh yeah. The one that like shoots out like as a like a spinning blade or
Right. And so when the inside was when he protected itself like this, Sonic ran around it, but he drew like a little line. And then once the circle was drawn, it created like an explosion, and then the shell came off. And then Sonic used his homing attack like pow, 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 pow. And that's the one that's the one I was like, okay, I think of all the bosses that I've seen, that one's gonna be the most annoying because it took him 3 or 4, maybe 5 circles, and then pow, 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 for it to finally get defeated, obviously.
well that's also one of their selling points though too. Though the combat is was meant to not be defeated so easily or right away because of the whole. I guess they're trying to take elements of like the open world type of game, which by the way, for anyone who doesn't remember, they're not calling it open world; they're calling it open zone. Which you've heard of that before, right, Paul?
Open zone?
Yeah.
Not exactly.
Okay. Yeah, because you haven't been here for a while, so that's the thing too.
It's been a minute, y'all. I mean, work has been killing me lately.
The last time we saw you was like for the Sonic movie too, right?
Yes.
And Grace, what about you? When were you last on?
When we were doing that unboxing thing, Eli's unboxing video he did.
Eli's always doing an unboxing video.
Well, the latest one, I think.
Yep. Okay, so it hasn't been too long, but you weren't here for any of the Sonic Frontiers coverage, right?
No, I was not.
Okay, I see that. And well, Grace, how about you? Like, what do you think of the combat system so far? Go into detail.
Okay. Okay. Well, considering I've not had a chance to play any of like the current ones have been out. The last game I've played was Unleashed, but I watch like gameplays and all that. So all these like new combat moves, I think it's like a way to introduce like the new fans are coming in for a new generation of the games. So that's probably why they're also introducing new combat moves. Mm-hmm. Like him going around the enemies, and that causes them to like explode a little bit. And then that random like multiple kicking, that is something different I've never seen him do before. Which I think is a really cool move, by the way.
I think that's an upgrade to his regular homing attack.
Yeah, it looked like it. I thought it reminded me of something.
Wait, which one? The one where you said where he's kicking
multiple when he's kicking multiple times.
Oh yeah, it's also kind of like the two things it reminds me of is it reminds me of Sonic Lost World a little bit, mm-hmm. where he does the kick homing attack, and then it reminds me a little bit of Shadow from Sonic 06.
Oh, does he do that?
Yeah, whenever you do the homing attack, if you keep pressing it over and over, he'll just start like flailing his limbs around, attacking the enemy until it's destroyed.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
And he has that one attack too that where he's like kind of like spin kicking in the air over and over, and it shoots like
Yeah.
some kind of energy at the enemy over and over. I thought that was pretty cool. That reminded me of like Sonic Battle just a little bit.
I
Yeah, I
honestly
wonder.
thought that was a glitch
No.
What?
because
Where?
when he's like doing that multiple times, like
Yeah.
and then pow, I thought that was a glitch. Truthfully, I thought he was
You
just
thought they just showcased the glitch? He's just like, hey, we can use it to beat the enemy. Might as well. That's actually pretty funny. And then what do you guys think about the? Well, the fan base is calling it the spin cycle because that's what the leak said like a year ago before we even heard anything about Frontiers. But I think in the video at some point they refer to it as a side looping. I don't know if he just calls it that or I mean I didn't play that video here, but the person who was playing uh, the game from IGN. Oh, you
yeah.
guys haven't seen the video of IGN talking about the game.
No,
I
I have
haven't
not
seen it
watched
yet.
that.
Yeah, like I said,
Oh,
all I got was what I saw on TikTok.
oh, oh well. In order, I can show you guys later because I don't want to like make everybody in the who's watching have to see it again. But basically, IGN is usually pretty negative about Sonic, but in this case, he was actually pretty positive about the game. Uh, he also confirmed that it was an early build that he was playing.
Yeah, I saw that on
So
Twitter
you
that it
did
was
see
a
that,
real
okay?
build.
Okay, so he said that and he did mention some bugs and issues and stuff and pop in and things like that. Which actually it's a funny. It was the first time that like IGN could say something bad about Sonic and it was a good thing, because him saying something bad was a testament to the like how genuine saying something good was. Like usually you would expect like if they're gonna say something good, they're not gonna point out the bad stuff. If they're saying something bad, it makes it sound like they don't like the game. But it was more like they were willing to point out the actual flaws of the game, while also mentioning that they thought that the game was basically doing its job properly. So that's good news. And that actually, it's funny because that actually excited people more, because I guess like Luke was saying in one of our live streams is that like we're getting more news from IGN than we are from Sega themselves regarding this game.
Dave Ace on YouTube, he just said that in his recent comment. The IGN video gives more about Frontiers than Central did, and he also said, actually, you talked about it. He said that loop mechanic is called the side loop. As I'm reading in the comments here, yes, side loop is a pretty good name.
Yeah, he said. Well, he said side loop, but in the video, so that's why I'm not really sure if what it's actually called. I think I remember hearing that some people did call it a side loop, but I'm pretty sure he said side loop because that's what they're referring to the move where he actually just like runs in a circle with that stream around him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a loop that's laying on its side. And if it is called side loop, which is an interesting name.
I actually like that. It's kind of catchy.
No, it would sound cool, but I don't. What does that mean?
PSI, like short for psychic.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but that's what I'm saying. But what does that mean though? Because
Is it the aura?
Yeah, like he ran around the enemy. I didn't see
Yeah.
anything like psychic.
I wonder what all that is about.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to my earlier question as to when the enemy was destroyed, he picked up like those little diamond looking things.
Yeah.
Like aura, and I think that's what he uses as like
to boost it up.
Probably.
Right, exactly. Kind of like how in Sonic Unleashed, the more enemies you defeated, it charged up your boost, and then got full, then you can use it.
And I like that. That's nice.
So that's the other thing too. We haven't seen the HUD yet, in case you're wondering. Like all the things that usually are on the screen. We don't know if what all other skills Sonic actually has. We know that he buys these skills from a skill tree, apparently.
Okay.
and also apparently, like, I guess they're going for like the open zone thing. I think is what people are speculating is that instead of being just a full on open world, it's going to be like little miniature open worlds, like zones that you just unlock over time.
Makes sense.
So far, that's the only environment we've seen as well. Just throwing that out there. And in Sonic Central, they showed a clip of Sonic fighting a boss where he's like running on the trail behind it. I feel like, okay, I know you've seen that, Grace, because you saw Sonic Central. Did you see Sonic Central at all, Paul?
Not at all.
Okay, so I don't know if what I said made any sense to you.
Yes. Yeah, what you're saying makes perfect sense.
Look,
I'm visualizing it as you're talking about it.
Okay, so it's like a robotic, weird thing. It was flying around. It had like this weird digital, like, it actually looked. It's weird. At first, it looked like it was just digital, but then when you actually look at it up close, it looks like it's mechanical, like metal or something. But it has like this weird trail behind it, leaves behind it, like kind of like how Sonic leaves a trail when he like does a homing attack. But the trail looks like a metal road that's glowing or something, like a dark purple. And if I can go find it again, I'll just show you. It's not very long at all. Oh, speaking of which, that was part of the reason why Luke said what he said, because in the Sonic Central, they showed a lot of new things, but it was like 2 seconds of new things over and over. Like they were really,
I don't understand.
they were really holding out.
It's like, why? Like each one was like 3 to 5 seconds long,
or less.
or less. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to give away too much.
They didn't want to.
And this is probably going to sound like a dumb question, but did they mention anything about a release date? Yeah.
No, for Frontiers, no, just 2022, holiday 2022.
Okay, good. Because I want to make sure that I keep my eyes peeled for when the pre-orders drop. Because they've already done it for Scarlet and Violet. Because I'm planning on getting on Frontiers on my Switch. If they're going to put it on Switch, I hope they do. They should. But,
yeah. Oh wait, Frontiers?
Yeah,
it is coming to Switch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because in Geo he mentioned that he's going to get it on his PS5, and I'm like, that'll be pretty.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay, so I have the and I'll just also throwing this out there real quick. The Sonic Symphony is coming back, and it's having a world tour. So if you want, you can get tickets to watch that live somewhere. Apparently, they haven't really announced the details yet, as far as I know. But
they need to make their way to Atlanta, Georgia. That'd be pretty cool. They'll probably have it at the Fox Theater here.
And if for all those people watching, this is basically kind of sort of like the recap. This is like what we did in the last live stream, where I said we're going to go over some things that the other members that haven't had a chance to talk to us yet can express their thoughts on. But believe me, there are plenty of new things to show you as well that I'm getting to. So as soon as we cover this, then I will start to show you some new things. That some of you may have seen, some of you may have not, but you will definitely find it pretty interesting. Some of it, hopefully, isn't too worrisome. Maybe it's also intriguing. I guess it depends on how you take it. And other things I think are pretty cool. So, okay, so here's the Sonic Central again. I'm gonna, this is where they're talking about the Sonic Symphony. They were saying there's going to be a world tour for it. There's Fall Guys. It's funny because in Fall Guys, Sonic was already a thing in Fall Guys.
Wait,
that's like the funniest thing I've ever seen. Knuckles one is funnier.
I know.
Because it looks like Uganda Knuckles, so
yeah.
I know. That's what I thought about. And I really wish Houston was here to see this. I would have been like, Do you know the way?
Mm-hmm.
Houston, if you're watching this, don't get mad at me, brother. I mean,
You
we
mean
all know how
Bruda?
you are about your knuckles, bro.
So it's funny because when they mentioned this, they were saying you can play Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, but they didn't even show Tails at all.
That's yeah. I was literally asking out myself, like, wait, where's Tails?
Speaking of Knuckles, though, Sonic Frontiers, they announced that they're gonna have an animated short as a prologue called Sonic Frontiers Prologue,
I'm excited for
which is going to feature Knuckles. Um, then this takes place before the events of Sonic Frontiers. All they showed us was this, Paul.
Special, featuring Knuckles and taking place before the events of the game. We hope you enjoy this exclusive first look. We look forward to sharing the entire short later this year.
So there you go. No, don't get me wrong. It looks dope.
It does look dope, but that was a little vague.
That was the entire central part.
Literally 2.5 seconds. Like,
Here's a sneak peek of the sneak peek.
Yeah.
right?
So here's the boss thing that I was telling you about. The one with the trail running behind it. Oh. I don't know why they chose that music either.
Oh, wow. Now that looks dope.
So that was probably the longest thing that they showed us. Granted, that was also really short. That was like 30 seconds, but still,
It gave us more on that one than the whole Knuckles thing. Like that makes looking at that boss, that kind of reminds me of Chaos a little bit from Sonic Adventure. How he kind of ran up, his body and then was able to get to his head to lay out the hit. That one left a trail, kind of like a zone level, and by the time he gets to him, you can attack him and everything like that. So it's kind of a trailing boss, like how it was in Sonic Unleashed for a couple of segments. So that looked good. Like that was more of a sneak peek.
Yeah. The only reason why that came off as short to a lot of people still is just because of how short it was compared to like all the other Sonic Frontiers news that we were getting. I guess in fairness, they didn't really need to show a whole lot because we were already getting all that other news.
I understand. I mean, keep it short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? But they could have gave us more with Knuckles though. Just a little bit more.
It's just so funny because that was the entire thing. So basically, I wanted that kind of this is a good time for me to segue to another thing to start showing you the new stuff because there is something in the central that they showed more of later. Have you seen any of the teasers for Sonic Prime yet, Paul?
No, I haven't.
None of them?
I haven't heard anything about Sonic Prime, really.
So you haven't even seen the first teaser?
No.
The one of Sonic himself?
No.
Okay, because that came out like a few months back. They have not a few months back. Wait, how long ago was that?
Wow, like if you're talking months, I probably would have seen something.
Not months. It was a month ago.
They do play that one with what we saw yesterday.
Well, that's what I was gonna get to. That's the new thing.
Like
Since they do that, I'll show the second teaser first, and I'll show the third teaser next because the third teaser, the second half of it is actually the first teaser. Okay.
And that kind of sucks because me being on Netflix, I felt that I would have heard something by now.
I mean, I have. They showed like when they showed the little commercials and stuff. They showed Sonic Prime as a clip. Um, okay then.
But yeah,
But
show me what you got.
okay, I'm gonna make sure that I have the right thing up. Yeah, okay. Sonic Prime sneak peek. Who's your favorite character, by the way, Paul?
In what? Just Sonic period, or
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been, of course, I've always been a Sonic lover, but I think me as a person, I believe I'm more like Tails because he's super smart. He's intellectual. He has his moments, but he does always come up in the clutch. So I feel like I relate more to the character. Oh, hello there. That was interesting.
That was what they showed in Sonic Central. But yesterday, for if anybody hasn't seen it yet, okay, hold on. What are you guys saying? Okay, Sonic flipping Prime. Oh, okay. And Gio also said he doesn't like Sega just giving breadcrumbs. Well, that's why I'm gonna like give you some bread chunks. I don't know. Uh, yeah, don't quote me on that one.
I'm gonna use that.
Did I?
Yeah, Gio just commented. He said Netflix is seriously killing my hype for the show because of their lack of info. Yeah, like I said again, I was not expecting to see Shadow in that teaser for Sonic Prime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a little weird. I mean, I would expect to see a Shadow teaser after season 1 if there's going to be multiple seasons of Sonic Prime.
Um. Oh well, I don't know. Maybe he'll show up at the beginning.
No, I don't want to see Shadow in the beginning. No,
That's
I want to
rude.
see him after.
That was little piece gonna be like, "Hey guys, what's up?" No, boo! Get out of here, Shadow. Like, rude.
That kind of reminds me of how when Shadow would come in during the lives and tease us, with his presence, especially when he likes to bother Houston.
Shadow bother Houston?
Of course. Anytime Shadow would come on and then Houston would be there, he'll always be like, "Oh, what's going on here?" And then Shadow would talk to him.
Oh, and you missed it too. Lately, we've been getting some visits from Scratch.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Good old Scratch. Good old. Who? By the way, apparently is the real Ultimate Life Form. Just throwing that out there. You weren't here for that, but
I was not here for that, sadly. I missed out on a lot, and I promise you, if y'all were to ever see me in person, y'all have the right to smack me for missing so much time.
well, that's.
I mean, seriously, smack me till my glasses fall off and break, and I'll go
Oh,
to my guy Gary to fix them.
okay.
It's especially Luis, what I'm saying, him being the leader of the show, and then you being his lieutenant, Mr. Axe.
Wouldn't that be Houston?
No, you're the lieutenant.
Okay.
Houston would be like the general.
Oh, okay.
Lieutenant is second in command because guess what? You're in control of the show now, and then
That's true. Where look at that? I'm here doing this. Where's Luis? Where's Houston? That's right. Remember where your loyalties lie. Right, Grace?
Yep.
See, Our most wholesome member said it herself. I lost the link. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm stalling.
you and Melissa are like the most wholesome, and then there's Shalise and Tian. Hope they're doing
All the
well.
women, right?
Yeah. All the ladies, y'all really bring this thing together. Seriously,
I
because
think Luke is
us
pretty
guys,
wholesome.
we can be loose cannons, but we love it when the ladies always chime in and kind of calm us down.
Okay. What
I'm
about
good. Grace? Am I talking too much? Please chime in, Grace. Please.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I said I was stalling because I accidentally lost the link. I had the link and I was about to share it, and for some reason I accidentally exited out of the wrong window or the wrong tab, and I was like, oh, okay. I had everything prepared and now I don't. So I was gonna show you Sonic Prime, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure that all the things I am going to show you that I have it here. Open. Okay, so this is one of the ones I need to show you. Yeah, so I'm going over a lot of things here. I'm going to go over Prime. I'm going to go over Sonic Origins. I'm going to go over Sonic Frontiers some more. And now here's Sonic Prime.
Gio says my loyalty is to the chickens.
Oh, hold on a second. It's not on the screen yet, right?
No, it's not.
There you go. There. You say that, Gio, but come on. Oh wait, no, yeah, never mind. You're right. His loyalty does lie with the chickens. Netflix. Oh, you said that already. That's right. Netflix is killing your hype. Wait, what? Because of the lack of info. Well, then I guess I'll just have to build it back up then.
Let's do it.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you Sonic Prime. Here's the new one. It actually looks like the same setting, just in the sunset. Right. Here we go. Ready, Paul?
Let's do it.
All right, our most recent teaser.
Whoa.
Sorry, Big. Sorry, Froggy. Can't chat. Gotta go help our friends.
No problem, Sonic.
I know what you're thinking. I'm good. And powerful, apparently. Jealous?
Catch Sonic Prime on knee.
Small teaser. It looked good though. I wasn't expecting to see Big in the trailer.
I wasn't either. I thought that was hilarious.
But it's good that he's making an appearance.
I think it's funny that like his voice is like over time his voice is just getting more and more normal.
I agree.
It's like I wasn't expecting him to sound like that. Like I thought he would be like, "It's okay, Sonic," and then he's all like, "It's okay, Sonic." Like the next time the next series that they show Big, and I expect him to be like in a tie and a suit, a briefcase, and Froggy can talk. All the stuff that everybody always wanted from Sonic Prime. But that's all that we have for Sonic Prime now. That second half right there that they showed of Sonic running and he was talking to the screen, that was the first teaser actually. But the new footage was basically all the stuff with like Big the Cat at the beginning. And now you're caught up, Paul.
I'm caught up now.
And everyone else who hasn't seen that. That is everything we know about Sonic Prime so far.
He's still waiting on a release date. So am I. Like they haven't
even keep reading Gio's comments before I can put them on the screen.
I mean, I told you I got my eye on the comments. You know how I am.
Yeah, but you're reading them. No one else can see them yet.
I mean,
Gio says I'm still waiting for a release date.
Yeah, they're dropping all these teasers and no release date yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true, huh? Like nothing has a release date except for Sonic Origins. Sonic Origins has a release date.
Yes, that's this month.
Yeah. What is it? When is it coming out again? Like the 21st or 20?
The 23rd on
It's
his
on the
anniversary.
anniversary. Okay,
Mhm.
that makes sense. Wow. Wait a minute. So Sonic 1 is coming out on the same day that Sonic 1 came out on.
Okay, that's cool.
And so are the other games now.
Yep.
Um all right then. So now moving on, I am going to go back to, let's see. So actually I don't even want to show that yet. I want to show this.
Do you think as public opinion changes on Sonic 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog, Sega would be more lenient in exploring ideas touched upon in those games, dark/tragic themes, dystopian settings, etc.? Or is Sonic's identity now too straight away from that edge it had in the early 2000s?
At the risk of crossing a line, I'm going to say play Sonic Frontiers and then come back to me on that one.
Uh-oh. Ow, the edge.
Not like that edge. And I know we keep bringing it up, but like, look at what we got away with in Metal Virus, for pity's sake.
Right. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's a good point. Do you think as public opinion changes on...
Oh, I guess I just repeated. But basically, what Ian Flynn, the person writing Sonic Frontiers, is saying, though I don't know why they responded to it that way, but he's basically, what he's saying is that, like, they're trying, I guess Sonic Frontiers might be bringing back some of that, like, quote unquote edge from the 2000s.
Like they're trying to make it a little dark or something.
Well, edge doesn't always have to be dark. Like Sonic himself was considered edgy back then as well, in a non-dark way. So I think like he's just saying like it's because in the 2010s, most of the games have been kind of sort of like kiddie Saturday morning cartoon styled, whereas like in the 2000s you would have like Sonic, like for example Sonic and the Black Knight or like Sonic Adventure, or have a little bit more like edge to them than like Sonic Colors or Sonic Lost World would. And I guess you could say dark as well, but it doesn't have to necessarily be dark. It's just like the style of it.
If you're gonna do it like that, we need to bring back, pre Sonic Heroes Shadow the Hedgehog. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, and I've said this many times on here, look at how Shadow was originally marketed. He was supposed to be Sonic's kind of bad alter ego. And then, of course, he evolved. Shadow even had his own game where he was edgy. You know what I'm saying? And
well, that was more than just edgy,
right? But again, I think that's where they were trying to go with it.
That was Al the Edge.
But I think that kind of style needs to be inserted just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shoot, I wouldn't mind seeing Shadow having another game, or at least remake Shadow the Hedgehog, to the point where it's like, okay, this is what Shadow's true nature. You know what I'm saying? He can still be a hero and everything like that, but make him edgy. You know what I mean? And even Gio agrees with me in a sense. I wouldn't mind it. I want to see more of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do.
I wouldn't mind it.
Like I wouldn't mind if they went back to the more popular style of Sonic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, why not? Why do I still have this up? Sonic, we're past the bosses and combat thing. Next, I'm going to show you what we also got was this thing from Takashi Iizuka regarding Sonic Frontiers. He basically was talking about he was talking about the development of Sonic Frontiers, and he said some interesting things here. So let me go ahead and skip to the meat of it. We wanted to challenge ourselves to create new types of action 3D games. We know that already, kind of obvious. he basically just talks about like he wanted to show things that the players haven't seen before, and I think this is also where he's talking about what I mentioned, how like their idea for showing something new and something familiar. But I'll play it from right about here, and you guys can try to keep up with that. I guess it's in Japanese, so you're just reading.
先ほどお話ししましたように、このプロジェクトの、アイディアの、要因がリニアなソニックゲームをいかにこう自由度
And this is where he's basically talking about like like you said, it looks like normal Sonic gameplay, just in a kind of an open world type of environment.
Mm-hmm. Your screen froze, Axe.
And what do you think of that, guys? Like it being open zone, where like a Sonic game, you have zones. It's just open world instead of one big open world.
Yeah, I'm okay with that terminology.
In that structure as well. I mean, I guess why not, right?
Yeah, and the way I see it, and this is more so of a guess, the way I think it's going to be, it's an open zone, right? But I think there's going to be 7 different environments, and in those 7 environments, you have to do certain things in order for you to get the Chaos Emerald from that environment. And then in the center of that zone, you have to take the Chaos Emerald to that place, and then it'll activate maybe like a special ability. And then once you get all 7, I think that's where that big boss comes in that we saw earlier.
I don't think it's that big boss. I think it'll be a different. Oh, you mean the one from like the teaser from December or what?
Right, where you see him and then he leaves a trail. The one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
I think I'm still thinking that boss might be too small for that big of an in game.
Yeah, you could be right, but like I said, that's just a prediction. But
I like that move.
Yeah.
And the game is called Sonic Frontiers, so we should have known this whole time. There's like obviously multiple frontiers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's right. There's multiple islands too.
Yeah, exactly.
So this boss, apparently his name is Asura. Just throwing that out there.
I'm seeing these demos and everything. This is making me even more excited to play the game.
That's good to hear. As somebody like myself who had critiques about the game, I am actually still like glad to see people are excited for it, because I do think some people exaggerate a little bit. Like it might not be my favorite physics from the looks of it, because it looks like the physics of Sonic Forces, but not everybody disliked Sonic Forces either, and it plays just fine for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really had physics that I actually liked since like Sonic Adventure 2, so I guess Generations. Once I got accustomed to the boost gameplay, I think Generations was pretty up there for me.
It looks dope. I'm excited.
What he's referring to here, by the way, is that he said that the tone of this game is supposed to be about like the mystery.
Yep.
So it's very mysterious. There's no like hardcore like music here, as far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
Mysterious Islands are the stage for all the events in Sonic Frontiers.
Oh yeah, and apparently we know that Sonic goes through like a wormhole when he's with Tails and Amy, and then he's stranded on this island all of a sudden, separated from everyone. And here we go. This is what he's talking about with the plan with the old games and the new games.
Mhm. To build both groups of fans across the
やその他メディアでフォローしていきたいと思ってます。そのための、今回のタイトル
As part of that strategy is our June release with Sonic Origins.
これは
Yep.
まさしく
It perfectly presents the origins of Sonic in a format for those who grew up with the originals and like seasoned fans, as Paul would say, and those who are new to the series.
でそれから今回の
The plan on releasing titles like Sonic Frontiers is something new that even our 3D Sonic veterans will find new and exciting. Moving forward, on a title-by-title basis, we will focus on these target audiences and deliver games for those fans.
I like his perspective.
I've mentioned this in previous interviews, but I would like to continue the Sonic Adventure series at some point.
Oh, hello. I was not expecting that.
Let me read that again. I've mentioned this in previous interviews, but I would like to continue the Sonic Adventure series at some point. For me, I think that's big. Okay, it's tough because I really want to say that that's actually really big news. He's saying he said it in the past, but he's always been kind of hard to read. Like I'm like, what do you actually want to do? Because he has started production on Sonic Adventure 3 before, and it just turned into a different game.
I.e. Sonic 06.
No, what? No. It was Sonic Unleashed, actually.
Oh.
Fun fact that
A lot
Sonic
of
06. A lot of people wait.
When you look at Sonic 06, it looks more like a Sonic Adventure game.
No, it does. I get that. I think, but I don't think. I think Sonic 06 is less like to me like a Sonic Adventure 3, and more like a Sonic Adventure 1 copy. With the elements of like Sonic Adventure 2, Heroes, and Shadow the Hedgehog. But I mean that's okay. But that's like a whole thing. Everyone has their.
I'm really interested to see what he's going to do with it. Sonic Adventure 3. But of course, you know what he's going to have to do is remaster. At least this is what I would do if I was in his shoes. If I was in his shoes and I'm saying this, I would be like, okay, I would remaster Sonic Adventures 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? And then tease Sonic Adventure 3.
And if we're on the same
you gotta
page,
do it that way. You got to do it that way.
If we're on the same page, when you say remaster, I'm assuming you mean like Crash and Spyro kind of remaster.
Yes,
like new graphics and some fixed bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people are on the same page with you on that one. Actually, I don't think that they have to do that, but I do think that I agree. I would do that. I'm like, hey, you should at least then it's kind of like it, because that's what they did with Crash. Actually, is they remastered the trilogy and then they made a fourth game that's completely brand new.
It's about time.
Mm-hmm. And that and it makes sense. It's almost as if that fourth game completely overrides the other games that they made after the first three Crash games. Whereas this is what the fourth game should have been the whole time, but in the modern version of the series. But yeah, so I think I think this is big news that he's actually openly even mentioning it when he knows that so many people have been asking for it for 20 freaking years. I remember before Generations even came out, he was talking about it because people were requesting Sonic Adventure 3 so much, and in hindsight, that was only 7 or 8 years after Sonic Adventure 2, and that was a long time already. Now it's been 20 years somehow, and we're still talking about this. Come on, Final Fantasy did the thing, right? I mean, it's a slightly different situation, but it's a thing that in the Final Fantasy fan base, apparently they've been wanting a remake of 7 for years, and then they finally got it. We also got a Shenmue 3 after all these years. It's another Sega title.
Yeah,
It was,
I know what it is. It's I haven't heard that name in
well,
years.
exactly, and it was like only a couple of years ago or less that they actually started like making Shenmue 3. And I'm like, if they can do that, I'm just saying. I don't know. It might not even be Sonic Adventure 3. They might do like a Sonic Adventure Overworld or something like. I don't know.
Hmm.
But they know that well,
Interesting
and it's
title.
weird. It's weird too. But no, it was an example. But
I know, but that's an interesting title, Sonic Adventure Overworld. You know, I like the sound of that.
nice. I just came up with that too. Just I'm a genius. Um. Okay, but let me go ahead and continue this. We're actually getting close to the end here. In Sonic Adventure, we had adventure fields, which were smaller open spaces. But even the techniques we used back then are helping us execute well on Sonic Frontiers. I can see that. So I haven't really thought about my next game yet, but I would hope all of the work we put into Frontiers can be used to make another Sonic Adventure game sometime.
Mm-hmm.
See that is very
That's a teaser.
that's very
Yep.
straightforward.
That's very telling.
Like you
What?
in other times he would be like, oh, it would be cool to make it someday, but we don't have plans for it. This is him specifically saying, I haven't really thought of the next game, but it would be cool if I did another Sonic adventure. We're like, okay, that's very specific compared to anything you've ever said before, and I'm only concerned that like he won't do it, and it's just like us exaggerating because that tends to happen in the fan base. But I'm like, but why would you say it like that? Like you're making me think that that's what you're gonna do, and then and I'm sure a lot of people would be super excited, and then a lot of other people would be super worried. Like, can they even do that? Like, do they know like how to do that anymore? But I mean, here's hoping Sonic Frontiers is a banger.
Yeah.
I think it will be. Go ahead, Grace. I'm sorry I cut you off.
Oh no. So I mentioned this on my Twitter yesterday when I heard that they were thinking of doing another Sonic Adventure. I mentioned on my Twitter that I've never played the first two, but I'm familiar with the stories and all that. I've heard I think a couple people commented and never replied back to them, but one of them mentioned that it's available on PC. Is that for like laptops or something? Because I would love to play the adventure games, and if they did a third one, it would be great. I'll be able to get experience for the third one and all that.
They are available for PC. I
Okay.
don't know how many different forms, but I have Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about you. Yeah.
I have Windows 10, and I think that was the problem. But for the longest time, for like maybe like a year and a half, I could not get Sonic Adventure 2 to run on Steam. And not everybody had that problem, but when I would look it up, like other people had problems getting it to run, but they had fixes that didn't work for me. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I don't understand why. Maybe because it's an older game, but I finally got it to work recently. And for me, it was kind of surreal. I mean, luckily, I was able to buy it while it was on.
Yeah.
No, my friend sent it to me. So, the friend that's always sending me stuff. He sent it to me because I think it was like $2. He said at the time. I'm like, that's right. And but now I can play it, so it didn't go to waste. And I actually plan on live streaming playing that game and whatever other games I have right now, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Generations, and Sonic Project 06, which is not that's different. That's like a modded fan remaster of 06. Luis, and then Geo says, "Oh, a question just popped in my head. Are the Emeralds and Frontiers the classic Emeralds or something different? Because different world, different Emerald, like with Blaze."
Oh.
Oh, I see.
They're
By classic Emeralds,
what?
he means like our regular Emeralds that we're used to seeing, or if it's gonna be like a new system of Emeralds, like the Soul Emeralds were.
I think they mentioned that it was the Chaos Emeralds.
It's the Chaos Emeralds, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's the Chaos Emeralds. You have to. Oh, and you. Just a reminder, we haven't seen it yet, but they did mention it. IGN mentions it too, which confirms more about that fan leak that happened like a year and a half ago. But there are cyberspace stages, which are more in line with like the boost stages, and but he refers to them as bite sized. We don't really know if that means like Sonic Forces bite sized, shorter, longer. We don't know what the environment of it looks like. If it's just gonna look like null space, if it's gonna look like actual we don't have any idea what it's like. We just know that they're boost stages, and that playing through the boost stages also is part of the method, I think, of getting Chaos Emeralds. And according to now, I'm gonna point this out real quick because this is something we haven't gotten any official news on yet. And I'm about to say is only from an alleged leak by someone who claims to have beta tested the game. So normally with that, I would say you'll take it with a grain of salt. But this person claims that when they beta tested the game, he's being guided by a ghost girl, and something about like at some point there's like a giant tree, which I'm assuming is the skill tree, and then there is a boss against a titan, a huge titan, in which you fight the boss as Supersonic. And so, I mean, I guess that might sound obvious, but like we don't know necessarily if that's the final boss or if that is just a boss where you're able to play Supersonic before the ending and like throughout the game. So that we haven't gotten any official news saying that. That's literally just a person online saying that. However, the reason why I'm presenting it is because this is the leak that mentioned the game is going to be open world. There's cyberspace stages. There's a ghost girl, and something about like the cyberspace and all that stuff. And and the reason why people believe that leak, why people are looking at it, is because the Sonic Central we had last year, the very first teaser we got of the new Sonic game, before they even revealed the title, they showed Sonic running in the forest.
Yep.
The alleged leak by this person who claimed to beta test the game mentioned the spin cycle, in which you run around an enemy to destroy it or fling it in the air. And in that first teaser, when Sonic runs with the aura, they show a bird's eye view of him running in a circle in the forest, which became like that weird logo thing.
Yeah.
And people are like, that kind of looks like that could be the spin cycle that this person was talking about. And when the person who was giving the leak, he referred to the game as Sonic Rangers. And then, of course, when people were mining the data of that teaser, they actually found files called Sonic Rangers, which is where that title came from. Why people were calling it that for a while, and they're like, "Wait a minute, this person called it Sonic Rangers, and that was months before they showed any teaser for it whatsoever." And all of a sudden, people are like, "This might actually have some merit to it," you know? And ever since then, I mean, of course, they changed the name to Sonic Frontiers, but ever since then, literally everything about that leak has come true. It's open world. Well, it's open zone, but basically, open world. There was the combat system. There's the spin cycle, which they called like side loop or side loop, whatever. Um, there's the Titan that he mentioned, because you see the giant enemies. And they've already mentioned cyberspace stages when IGN was talking about it, so we know that exists. And there's the skill tree. Everything is coming true that we heard from that supposed beta testing. So I'm going to go on a limb and say that I believe that Supersonic is in the game, and obviously there's Chaos Emerald, and that you fight a Titan as Supersonic.
That'd be pretty dope to see. And did you peep Luis's comment just now?
I'm sorry. Oh, that was the old one.
This one.
If Sonic Frontiers does well, my prediction is we'll get Sonic Adventure 3 by 2027. Would be a good release for Sonic's 35th anniversary, right? If I would hope, I don't want them to rush games, especially Sonic Adventure 3. I would hope, though, that at the very least, if they do that it could come out by 2026. Because, first off, because I'm kind of tired of waiting half a decade for every new game now. But also, Sonic's 35th anniversary is actually on the 2026, and I don't want them to be like late a year every anniversary now. I'll be like,
Oof. We shall see.
so that's Sonic Frontiers news. What's next on this list? Oh, I showed that already. Oh yeah, so at the Summer Game Fest, we were expecting news, and I wasn't available to stream. I had been streaming, Paul, recently, just like right when they were showing these things live, throughout the week, and I wasn't able to do this one because I accepted overtime at work, and I was like, oh wait, that's the day they're supposed to show these things. Turns out, here's the ending of Summer Game Fest.
That was just
franchise and where things are going.
Oh,
This
Jeff,
Sam
wait,
procrastinated is
Jeff,
funny.
Jeff.
Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days.
Wait, Bluegrass, guys, wait, hold on.
No,
Wait.
Jeff, don't go.
Jeff, you can't
Don't leave me.
do this, Jeff. Jeff, no, Jeff, why? Why would you? We had a deal.
Game Store Showcase, and then finally Sunday, it's the Xbox and Bethesda
He's been
Game
betrayed.
Jeff!
Stream them all.
He wasn't even in this in
As for me,
any
I'll
shape or
see you
form.
again
They
in
didn't even
August when
show
we're back
Sonic
live
once.
in
Why
Cologne,
did he
Germany
tease it on
for
Twitter?
Gamescom opening night live on August
Did he? Wait, let me reread tweets because I'm about to get petty up in
They
here.
didn't even
Jeff,
show him
no.
for a single frame.
Now I know why
What
he needs
is
those
it?
high heel shoes because he has to reach.
Thanks for being a part of Summer Game Fest. And remember, there are more events than announced.
Brother. Oh shit, the view count is going up now. Guys, wait, don't come to me. I don't know where he's at. Don't wait, hold on.
Damn, where is he? Where?
Dude, hold on. My hands are I shot. Dude, it's shooting up.
So basically, Sonic Tubers streamed the entire Summer Game Fest,
I feel so bad for them.
and Sonic didn't appear at all in the Summer Game Fest. But the
Yeah.
trailer for Summer Game Fest includes Sonic Frontiers.
Yo, why the heck would they do that?
Probably just to get their views up.
You think? No, like right after that, I had to actually message the THZ chat and I said they didn't show Sonic in it. That way we didn't have to sit 2 hours and wait for nothing. Like,
Did you sit 2 hours and wait for
Like,
nothing?
I
Grace?
I didn't watch it because I was busy during that time. So when I opened up Twitter, I'm like, why is everyone raging Summer Game Fest? And I read, I was like, oh, okay, I better let the team know. So
Yeah, like, hey, don't waste your time, guys.
heads up.
Just a heads up, it ain't there. And then what else? Who else? Oh, I got one. Yeah. That's not my cat.
Nope, that's mine.
Nice.
Your cat loves you.
Yeah, but his brother's really annoying.
All right, well that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look at the last of the entire franchise. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up
I'm actually so relieved that happened. I'm so happy. You lot watch for Sonic.
We've got Netflix Geek
You lot really only showed up for Sonic.
Sunday, it's the Xbox and Bethesda Summer Game.
And so he's laughing because he actually streamed it on his other channel that was like, because he has a Sonic channel and then he has like a non-Sonic channel for like everything else. And he actually ended up streaming this for his like non-Sonic channel. But most of the people like who showed up for his live stream were there for Sonic.
Yeah, ain't that something?
It's pretty funny, I think.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So there is one more thing that that I'm going to show, I need to switch my tabs then, because this one is not on YouTube. It probably is on YouTube, but I don't want to go searching throughout the entire video to find it. So I went on Twitter of all places, and I found the specific clip. So this was reported by wait, what am I doing? Ooh, I'm about to click off of it. This one was reported by Tails channel. Oh, I do need audio for this actually. Now that I think about it. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. This is regarding Sonic Origins.
There's not going to be any new Sonic content at Summer Game Fest this week.
Oh, good.
I know that we were seeing the Frontiers trailer because that was at the Video Game Awards last year.
Thanks for telling us.
But Sonic Frontiers is going to be in IGN all this month, which we've already put out several pieces in the past week, and there's going to be another tomorrow. I know there was initially going to be an interview today, but we pushed it to tomorrow so it's not overlapping with Summer Game Fest. So look forward to some new content tomorrow to start your Friday.
They could have told us that earlier, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that being said, now I'm going to show you this clip.
Frontiers is going to be in
Wait, is this the same video?
this month, which we've
Yeah,
already
that's
put out
the
several
Same video.
pieces.
Okay, fine. Let me just go to the post itself, wherever the heck it is. If I don't find it, I'll just tell you about it. Is this it? Oh, there we go. Maybe.
Of the original sounds from the Sega Genesis and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So while unfortunately we can't use all of the original sounds from the Sega Genesis version of the game, Jun Senoue has been working really hard to adapt the original music that was composed in 1993 for Sonic Origins. And he's been going so far as reproducing it with the same sound chip from the Sega Genesis and using his own digital audio tape collection to make this as faithful to the originals as possible. And I'm hoping we can get June on stream in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
So, I don't know if you understood what she was saying. Basically, she's talking about is the elephant in the room regarding Sonic 3 and Knuckles' music in Sonic Origins. I don't know if do you know the issue behind the music in Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Supposedly, okay, this is a big thing that people talk about a lot in the fan base, but apparently Sonic 3 and Knuckles' music is debatably I guess because it's so mysterious, composed by Michael Jackson.
Oh, I saw something about that.
Yeah,
I didn't read it, but I heard about it.
Well, it's not just Michael Jackson, but it's also people who worked with Michael Jackson, and so it's a combination of that. And supposedly he worked on the music, and his credit was removed. And there's two supposed reasons for it. One is supposedly because Sega wanted to distance themselves from him after allegations. The other is supposedly he wasn't happy with the way the music sounded through the Genesis sound bites, because they actually make the music and then they put it through a Genesis filter so that it can play on the Sega Genesis. And who knows the actual reason, who knows what songs he actually worked on, because a lot of them sound like they could be from him. We all know that Ice Cap Zone actually comes from a song called Hard Times, which was never even released until maybe a handful of years ago on the internet. And it was by somebody who worked alongside Michael Jackson at some point. But that itself is not a Michael Jackson song. Have you heard that song before, guys? Hard Times?
Oh.
Doesn't ring a bell.
You haven't heard it either, Grace?
No. The title doesn't even sound familiar.
What?
I've never heard of a song like that before. Or called before.
It's Ice Cap Zone.
Well, I know Ice Cap Zone, but the other title, no.
But I don't know the song that it's sampled from. No.
Wow, okay. Well, maybe there might be people watching who don't even know that either. Okay, fine. It's sampled from the song called Hard Times, and that one is for sure, and some other songs, involve Michael Jackson in some form of fashion. But the point is that the music has had like some weird like legal issues now and then, and that's why, in case you're not aware, that there are some collections that include Sonic and Knuckles, where the music in Sonic and Knuckles is different, at least for like half or more of the stages, and needless to say, inferior. But oh, Shalisa's probably talking about the Sonic Game Fest, where she said that was so wrong.
All right, yeah, I think she was talking about the Michael Jackson situation, but which, if it's true, is very surprising to me because I wouldn't think Michael Jackson to be. Well, of course, he's a musical icon, like a generational, once in a world time talent. But I would be shocked to learn that a musical artist of his caliber, works on video games. Like that's insane. Like Michael Jackson with Sonic the Hedgehog, like that's dope. You know what I mean? I could see Sonic doing a cosplay with Michael Jackson in his outfit with the Billie Jean glove and everything like that, doing a moonwalk. That would look dope.
See, I imagine you're having a hard time even picturing Michael Jackson in the same room with Sonic, right? And when I say obviously not Sonic himself, but like,
I'm just saying, like it was that would surprise me.
Like, would it surprise you to see Michael Jackson playing a Sonic game?
No, it wouldn't surprise me to see him play, but it would surprise me to know that he actually provided the music for it. Like, I mean, because that'll make it even like more of a what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it'll make it more appealing to really older fans, really, because Michael Jackson was at the height of his career, in the 80s, and Sonic came out just in the 80s and early 90s.
You do know that okay, so you know that my Sonic's shoes are partially inspired by Michael Jackson, right?
I know that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Grace, did you know that Michael Jackson had worked on Sonic 3 Knuckles music?
I heard about it, but I just never like really looked into it.
I see. Okay. So this one again, this particular song is not a Michael Jackson song, but I'm going to show you a snippet of the song that Ice Cap Zone comes from. And when you hear it, you're going to be like, yeah, that's basically Ice Cap Zone as a song. It has a slightly different vibe, of course, but it's the same music.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I hear it.
Take your things and leave.
There you go.
Yeah, that's straight up Ice Cap.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like if someone tells you like, did you know that Ice Cap was based on this actual song? It like, hearing someone say it's like, oh wow, cool, but it's hard to believe. Then you hear the song itself, and you're like, okay, that's Ice Cap. There's no denying it. Like with the Michael Jackson comparisons, usually it's just like, oh, there's similar moments to certain songs. This one was just, tit for tat, as they say. Is that what they say? What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that being said, though, let's go back to Sonic Origins. So Sonic Origins, who knows what the music is going to be like then? Oh, and you've never heard the alternate music to Sonic 3 and Knuckles? That's right.
Mm-hmm. Well, Sir X, I hate to cut this conversation short, but I have to be getting ready to leave for work in the next hour. But I learned a lot. It was great catching up with you guys. I was hoping more people would jump on, but of course, people have their lives. But I gotta go make some money. So, Grace, it was great seeing you again. Ax, it's always a pleasure. Houston, if you're out there, we gotta talk, brother. But I gotta go. So I gotta say goodbye for now. I'll catch y'all on the next stream.
He just reminded me because I actually almost forgot. I was so into this, Grace, that I actually almost forgot that I have work today too.
Oh no.
No, well, I did overtime, and it was, man, my day was so long, Grace. You understand, Grace, like how on my pain, my feet hurt, Grace.
Oh man.
It's weird. The first 6 hours were torture because it wasn't bad. It was so long. It was taking forever. And by the time I got halfway through, I'm like, well, the next 6 hours aren't so bad. Just Lord Dukester says, no, 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 no. It's what they say. All toasters toast toast. I don't even know if I read that with the right inflection. Whatever that means. But yeah, so this the reason why I'm about to show you this. Have you heard alternate music to Sonic 3 Knuckles before?
I don't think I have.
Bless you, Tails. Oh, I messed up. I'm supposed to say bless you, Louise. I forgot. That was my running gag. Okay, so here's some comparisons here. We know this one already. We know that already. So far, so good. There we go. So apparently it's the early version of Carnival Night Zone. What do you think of that?
It sounds okay. I can't remember what the other one sounded like, and maybe I'd be able to compare the two a bit better.
Let's see. That's what it sounded like.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that I'm gonna leave it at that because it's a long video. But that's an example of like how different the music was. Wait, where is Ice Cap Zone actually? My favorite. Oh no. Okay. Here's what Ice Cap Zone sounds like in the alternate music. There you go.
Oh. The other one sounds better. I don't know why.
These are the other ones lots better.
The final one, like the original Ice Cap Zone.
Yeah, the original Ice Cap Zone is a legend, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong stage. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like somehow, like I know it's Hard Times, the song. Of course, it is also Hard Times too. Gas prices. Am I right? But Okay, but I know the song is Hard Times, but in the game, there's something about it that's just so elevated. Maybe I'm biased. No, I'm definitely biased. But I'm just saying there's something about it that is just so elevated compared to the actual song to me, and like any other track in the game and in general. But I don't know. But they're saying Jun Sonoe is gonna try to be faithful to the original, so he's basically recording new music for Sonic Origins, but trying to be faithful to like the Genesis sound. And I don't know if that means that he is going to basically remake the alternate versions, because they're technically the original versions. They just weren't originally used until later. But and a lot of people say they sound better if they sound like they're from the Genesis. But if he has to remake them, I'm like, is he basically going to cover those songs? Or are they saying that he's going to make new songs that just sound similar to the ones that we're used to, just slightly different? Because that would be jarring too, but I might be interested in that more than hearing this alternate version here. Because at least then, like, I'm like, oh, we have new music that could sound pretty cool. And Jun Sonoe is, it's Jun Sonoe, but yeah. So that's everything covering Sonic Origins for right now. There isn't really a whole lot to talk about with Origins. Really, it's just the old game widescreen. Are you looking forward to Origins, Grace?
A little bit. Like if I were like to say which one I'm more excited for, Frontiers or Origins, it's like a 50-50. Like I'm excited for both, honestly, because I never got to play the classics and all that. I mean, except for CD, I played that on my older tablet and all that. So I'll probably end up getting both on my PC, considering I don't have any game consoles. So
Some people would even say that that's the elite way to play games.
what, on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not generally like a console war kind of person. I'm not like a PC like elitist either. But I'm just saying that that's generally like what people would say is that like if you can play the game on PC, then most likely because like the frame rate, you don't usually have to worry about issues. All you have to do is make sure that your PC can handle it, and then
Yeah,
you're good to
that's
go.
the only thing I'm worried about.
A lot of these games you don't have to worry too much. I think they're not like crazy. Sonic Frontiers might be. I don't know how they're doing that on Switch. They're probably gonna have it like digital or something. No, not digital, but like what is it? Cloud data or something like that.
I think so. I don't know anything about Nintendo Switch. I don't know.
Oh, point is Nintendo Switch doesn't usually like handle like this game's coming out for PS5. I don't know if it's coming out for PS4 as well, but it looked pretty detailed and it's kind of big for a Sonic game. And if they don't want like the frame rate to drop when everything's getting crazy, then I don't know. Like it seems like it'd be kind of hard to pull off on the Nintendo Switch. But I mean, if you can get it for the Switch, that's cool. But you said you don't have a Switch, right? So
I don't have any like game consoles.
Yeah.
Like we had like my family, we had a Wii system, and it like
how do you have so many siblings and not one game console?
We used to have a Wii, but then it like after having it for like maybe 10 or so years, I think it either burned down or it broke because they like to pick who gets to be which character. Let's just say they were playing Super Mario and it got a little crazy.
So did nunchucks go flying?
No, I think it was the Wii remote. No. I'm guessing it burned out because I don't remember picking up any pieces
projectile debris.
Nope, I don't remember doing any of that. So, I mean, we had every game that was on Wii, so.
It's like there was that one time when our parents bought a new TV for absolutely no reason. Flashback to the night when they were secretly playing the Wii while everyone else was asleep, got frustrated and threw the Wiimote into the TV.
There's a reason why they have the little straps on the remote.
Man, who uses that?
Yeah, we got.
But yeah, that is all the plenty of news that I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed our display of new things to talk about. That's because the last live stream we did was basically covering everything Sonic Central covered. I feel like this was almost like its own like second Sonic Central. You know, Sonic Origins news, got Sonic Frontiers news, Sonic Adventure news, surprisingly. Sonic Frontier still, I guess, because we're talking about the story and the tone of it. That should excite people. If you're happy to hear about like Sonic Adventure and you're happy to hear about like edgy storylines and Sonic Frontiers, I will say this, even with like the critiques that I did have, maybe because I wasn't like worried about the game despite those critiques, I feel like each new thing that I hear that adds to Frontiers adds to like the positive reception of it. So it's going in the right direction. I feel like it's going in the right direction so much that like the critiques I have feel smaller and smaller in comparison to the grand scheme of what we're getting. Like my critiques were along the lines of like, oh, I wasn't really fond of Sonic Force's physics, but now I'm kind of like, okay, well, there's so many other cool things that are gonna kind of overshadow the way it feels though. There's automated sections, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, there's also a lot of open space, a lot of other cool things going on. The story is going to be pretty cool, hopefully.
Yeah.
I feel like the majority of the experience is positive, or it's going to be positive. So I'm getting excited for it, Grace.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm excited. Yes.
Great. So, are you ready to end this thing?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's all that we're going to talk about for today. I could have drawn, but I actually had a lot of things to actually show, and I would never have been able to just draw through the whole thing and not be distracted. But maybe in the future, whenever like people we want to come on and actually like just like discuss something podcast style, I can draw like in the background while we're talking about that, or theories and predictions and stuff like that. But usually when I ask everyone about predictions, they just say like, oh, I mean, I think it's gonna be cool. That's not a prediction. I want theory. I want like, give me details. Tell me you think that like Mecha Knuckles is gonna be there or something for some reason. There's a rumor that Metal Knuckles is gonna be in the game.
What?
I don't believe it, obviously, but if I
think
turned
that's
out to
possible.
if we turned out to be wrong, I'm not gonna be mad at it.
No.
But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I have to say about this. Do you have a final ring that you want to give, Grace?
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to discuss all the latest Sonic news you've been getting this past week, considering that I haven't, like, I've announced it on my social media, but able to, like, speak out loud about it on this live is nice to let everything all out and discuss all the Sonic news that we're getting so far.
Which reminds me, where can we find you, Grace? Where can we see all these things that you post on your social media?
You can follow me on my main platforms, Instagram and TikTok. They are all Grace_Goaty. Same with Twitter. I am starting to trying to get my YouTube growing. I'm close to 1,000 subscribers. So far it's just me like sharing shorts of my reels and all that. So, and mostly on my Instagram, I like to talk about the movie and all that. And also on the side, talk about the latest Sonic news, like for Frontiers and Prime and Origins. So,
and like me, she does artwork as well, which I believe, like I am also interested in. Grace does commissions.
I mean, I have not done art since March, but hey, I mean, whenever like someone big wants me to do something for them, I'll try to find the time to do it. As like just content creating has been more like my thing now. Like I still have my art tool and pen with me just in case, you never know. So
Okay, well, there's that possibility.
yeah. Oh, one more thing. I did announce this on my social media. for those who do follow me and have not heard the news what I'm doing, I have a PO box open where you guys can send over stuff, and I will do a video of me unboxing all the stuff you guys sent me. So
Awesome.
yeah, and you can find the PO box on the link in my Instagram bio. That will be there.
And also, I don't know why I'm just now acknowledging this, but you're totally on camera. You know, usually you're like me, where you just have like the picture, and I'm like, wait, she's fully like here, you know, owning it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And with that being said, I want to thank everybody who showed up for watching our live stream for today. It means a lot. Please like the video if you're here, and you. I don't want you to forget this is also a YouTube video if you're on YouTube. Facebook too. Go ahead and like it. Why not? Because we are also trying to grow as a channel so that we can branch out and do more interesting things, more entertaining things. I would like to start streaming, playing games and drawing. You see channels of people talking while drawing, and like, well, why don't we start getting into that too? Not just like an artwork live stream with artist guests, but like we have artists on our podcast team. Like, hey, every now and then, if you want, like, you can, if you're able to, anyways, you can stream yourself drawing, and I think that would be pretty interesting. There's an upcoming podcast episode about Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, with spoilers and everything, and predictions for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That's gonna come soon, and also. I guess that's it. I covered all the things, Grace.
Yep.
So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna get out of here. And again, thank you for coming. So have a good day. See you next time. Bye.